RF Shtorm is one of the newest aircraft carriers in the new update of Modern Warships. It is a Tier 3 Russian aircraft carrier and it is also the first assault carrier in the game. Being an assault carrier, it is packed with a lot of weapons, and one of its weapons which is also very new and one of the highlights in the update of the game is the bomber. Surprisingly, the ship can be bought with dollars despite the awesome things it offers, but the price is quite hefty. The ship looks great and powerful with everything that it has, but like every ship in the game, it also has some disadvantages that prevents the ship from being extremely powerful, which I'll talk about it later in this video. As usual with this type of ship, I'll be trying it out upgraded because they don't perform really well if not upgraded. So without further ado, let's get right into the battle.
All hands prepare for battle. The engine's on bridge control. General orders. All hands man your battle stations. Air alert.
The strike fighter plane suits very well on the aircraft carrier, although it's a bit fragile than the American plane, but the plane can inflict a good amount of damage and it has a much better speed.
Missile launch detected. Headed our way. Bearing 340. Target is destroyed. Missile launch detected.
The bomber is incredibly awesome and powerful with its weapons. The laser-guided missile is very interesting as you really have to guide the missile to your target, and the zircon in this aircraft is much powerful than those equipped on ships. The nuclear bombs can be a little tricky to use, but once you hit your target with it, it'll also deal a lot of damage. The disadvantage of the bombers is their slow speed, Their speed makes it hard for it to escape from the battle, but the amount of HP and the amount of damage it could potentially deal is enough to compensate its speed. The ship is just as great as the bomber. The ship is extremely durable as it has the same amount of HP as the Yamato, which has the highest amount of HP in the game. The ship also has a great air defense, especially with its exclusive anti-air missile, but the ship has an incredibly low speed, which is something to be expected from an assault carrier. So if you're using this ship and you're under attack, your only hope will be to deal a lot of damage on your opponents using your aircrafts or the protection from your team, because without it, you'll still sink fast like any other aircraft carriers in the game. With the addition of bombers, the fighter plane will be even more useful in the battle as they have the ability to quickly take down a bomber. Without it, you and the rest of your team will definitely have a hard time on dealing your enemy team which has a bomber.